Welcome back. 5:42 is the time. New details to tell you about this morning regarding the San Francisco car fire incidences, I should say, plural here. SFPD now asking for your help in trying to solve this rash of vehicle arsons. So far, 14 cars have been damaged in about 12 separate incidents that have all occurred since Thursday. No arrests have been made in connection with the arsons, but police say some of the fires do have some similarities in the way they were set. Apparently, a few of them were started by lit newspapers that were placed underneath the wheel wells of cars. Now, most of the fires were lit from the outside of the cars. Some of the vehicles, as you can see, the one on the right there, have been completely destroyed. Others have just had damage to the exteriors. The arsons haven't been confined to just one part of the city either. They've sort of been scattered all over. Now to this morning's edition of People Behaving Badly. Apparently, Bay Area drivers aren't giving big rigs enough space. KRON 4's Stanley Roberts found out as he went out and researched for this edition of People Behaving Badly.
Pay close attention to the driver of the white minivan, because the driver is about to get pulled over by the California Highway Patrol. The reason?
The truck that you were following, you were following too closely.
Drivers following too close behind big rigs are one of the leading causes of accidents. The driver was issued a ticket.
You gotta leave yourself enough braking distance to be able to react.
The driver of this green pickup truck just cut off a big rig.
Green Toyota, pull to the right.
Then the driver crosses 3 lanes of traffic and attempts to stop in an active lane on Highway 880.
All the way off the freeway, all the way off, all the way off.
Still not getting the message, the driver tries to stop again.
All the way off the freeway, off the freeway.
Those sudden lane changes put other drivers and the CHP officer's safety at risk, not to mention the original violation.
Unsafe lane change, you cut in front of a truck.
This includes big rig drivers. This truck is in the wrong lane on Highway 880. Trucks can only use the 2 far right lanes.
Ticket. Ticket. Oh. You gotta stay in those right lanes.
The CHP wants to cut down on auto versus big rig accidents in the Bay Area through enforcement and education. This was the enforcement part. In Oakland, Stanley Roberts, KRON 4 News.
All right. Well, if you've got a comment on Stanley's story, or if you've got another story suggestion for him, get a hold of him. You can email him at the email address there. It's peoplebehavingbadly@kron4.com. And if you'd like to see this story again or any of the other ones that he's put together, you can. You can view them all at our website, kron4.com. All right, 5:45 the time. Let's get over to the Weather Center now. Evelyn Tass standing by with your Thursday forecast. Hey, Ev.
And it's a pretty similar forecast for you today, James. Take a look outside. Below normal for this time of year. 5:47 at the time right now. Let's get a check on traffic, starting off in the South Bay. George.
Traffic pretty normal for this time of the morning. No problems for you. And Caltrain with no problems along the peninsula. James.
All right, George, thank you very much. Now to the latest with Michael Jackson, his death, and the custody battle over his children. The attorney for Michael Jackson's mother says an announcement is imminent on a custody deal regarding the pop icon's 2 oldest children, but stopped short of saying an agreement had been reached. Deborah Rowe, of course, is the biological mother of Prince Michael and Paris Michael. That's Paris there when she made her comments at Michael Jackson's memorial. The lawyer for Catherine Jackson has previously said that any agreement will be in the best interest of Jackson's children. So that's the latest with the Associated Press. We've also been tracking this online as well, and we went to TMZ.com, and they've got what they claim is more current information here. According to TMZ, Debbie Rowe has, in fact, settled her custody issue over Jackson's children, and it doesn't involve a single penny, so there's no money exchanging hands here. In fact, the sources tell the website that Rowe has agreed with Catherine Jackson that Jackson's mother, Catherine, will be the legal guardian of the children from this point going forward, just as the will had wanted to stipulate. And Rowe apparently will get visitation rights of the 2 children that she had with Michael, the 2 eldest children. But here's the catch. It says that Rowe wants and apparently will get a psychologist who will visit the children and help them adjust to her being in their lives now in a more meaningful basis. Of course, the rumors were that the Jackson family had never told the 2 eldest children that Debbie Rowe was their biological mother, and so up to this point they didn't know who she was. Well, now a psychologist will help in mending some of those wounds. Rowe apparently will maintain her parental rights, but again, visitation only, no money exchanging hands. according to TMZ. All right, 5:49 is the time. We're going to take a quick break here, and as we do, we'll go outside, give you a live picture from our roof camera this morning, where we can clearly see that fog still a factor in the forecast today. A little higher, though, so we can see the buildings at least, but it is hanging there above you, and that'll keep temperatures on the cool, if not cold side today for a lot of folks. We'll have a full look at the forecast straight ahead. And we're back. Time now 5:53. A quick look at your 7-day forecast here. Cool and then cooler. That's the outlook here for the next 7 days. Going to be nice and mild inland, 85 degrees. Upper 60s along the bay, 60 or so along the coast, and we only get cooler from here. We drop about, 5 degrees or so by the end of the outlook here. We'll keep a look at the forecast, give you a full detailed one coming up in just a moment with Evelyn Tatt. In the meantime, some national headlines for you, and take a look at this video just into the KRON 4 newsroom. Amazing, right? This is dashboard camera from a police cruiser in Plain City, Utah, chasing a suspect in that white car ahead of them. High-speed chase, right? They don't know what's going on at this point. All they know is they need to pull this car over, and take a look here. They drive onto a dirt road, the car parks, out pops the driver to run off, and look at that. Look at that. A 7-year-old kid took that car on a joyride. Apparently, he didn't want to go to church. So what do you do when you don't want to go to church? You commit grand theft auto, right? You jump in a car and you drive away, and that's what happened. Authorities scratching their heads this morning. He apparently ran a stop sign, and that's why police were looking to pull him over in the first place. But obviously they didn't know until the kid jumped out that the child had been driving the car that entire time. Some crazy news this morning that we thought we'd bring you. If this video will go long enough, I want to see the kid pop out again. That's just great. That's priceless. Look at this. Ready? Yeah, Central, we've got the suspect. He's on foot, and he's a kid. There he is running away. There's something you don't see every day. All right, 5:54 the time. Just thought we'd share that with you. It was a neat video that we saw crossing the satellite feeds this morning. Don't forget, it is Lotto Thursday today. We're going to be giving away 44 coupons here for some lottery tickets. The jackpot is $11 million, and the word that you need to enter the contest is money, money. Head to our website at KRON4.com, type in that word, and you're entered in the contest. Good luck with the drawing. Don't forget, you can also watch the lottery drawings live here on Wednesday and Saturday nights at 8 p.m. right here on KRON 4. All right, 5:55 is the time. We're going to take another break here. We'll be back with more on our top stories in just a moment. Some of the stories are following. First off, the car fires in San Francisco. No suspects have been arrested yet, but we've had a spate of them now. Beginning since last Thursday, some 14 cars have gone up in flames. Also, BART, the negotiation deadline looms. The clock is ticking. We've got 11:59 tonight. There better be a contract signed by all parties involved, or BART threatens that it may in fact just impose that contract onto its employees, and that of course could trigger a strike. So we're watching that very carefully. And don't forget, President Obama is hosting a beer summit at the White House today. Bud Light on the menu, at least for him. We'll have more on why it's happening in just a minute. Let's go outside, give you a live look this morning. A couple bridges to show you. First off, the Bay Bridge. In fact, this may be the only bridge we show you. Yeah, the Bay Bridge span, where traffic's moving in and out of the city without any problem this morning. A little fog out there, though, keeping things cool. As we said, we'll get a full look at the forecast and a full check of the commute coming up in just a moment.